Welcome back to the channel. If you're a first-time viewer, my name's Ian. Nice to meet you. Sorry I didn't wash my hands. This is Farts and Leisure. It's a place where I like to shoot the shit. And today we are going to be talking about, maybe a little late. This may be a little late to the game, but today we are going to be talking about a Minecraft movie. And I don't know if I should call this a review or a rant. I guess we'll see by how I cut this up in the end. But yeah, let's just get right into this. Let's go. Roll our sleeves down, do the dirty work. All right. Minecraft. Do I even really need to explain what Minecraft is? It is the highest grossing game of all time. As of 2025, 350 million copies sold of Minecraft. 170 million of those people are active players right now. There are probably some of you who are watching that are consistently still playing Minecraft. Statistically, that's a lot of fucking people. For those who don't know what Minecraft is, it was a game that was launched in 2009. It's like a survival sandbox video game where your imagination is the limit. In the beautiful year of 2025, we finally got the movie that honestly, I feel like should have came out in 2012. But hey, obviously, according to the stats, it's still hitting its peak. It's still at its peak. You know, no signs of stopping. This movie was directed by Jared Hess, who, fun fact, also directed Napoleon Dynamite, cult classic, and Nacho Libre, which is like also a childhood staple. I love Nacho Libre. The movie also stars a tight-knit cast, the main people being Jason Momoa as Garrett, the garbage man Garrison, Emma Myers playing Natalie, the older sister / guardian figure. Their story is so unbelievably sad. They're orphaned because their mother passes away, so she has to take a job as a 20-something-year-old to support her 10-year-old brother. She works social media for a potato chip company with the most horrifying mascot. I believe his name is Chippy. Whatever the fuck. It looks like it's straight out of it looks like it's Jeff the Killer from Creepypasta, ripped right out of that thing. Speaking of orphans, next up is her little brother, Henry, portrayed by Sebastian Eugene Hansen. Next up, we have Danielle Brooks, most popularly known for her role in Orange is the New Black as Tasha Tasty Jefferson. She plays a real estate agent who is also on a side hustle and a mobile zoo animal handler. She plays Dawn. Her name's Dawn in the movie. Next up, we have Jennifer Coolidge as Marlene. And yeah, she's the vice principal who loves talking about her divorce. Last but not least, the prolific Steve is played by the comedic genius Jack Black. And boy, oh boy, is he Jack Black. Let's start off with this movie has some unexpected humor in it that had me chuckling. I think it is important to say that my theater, I was definitely one of the oldest people there. I will say it that way. And I am 25 years of age. I shot out at my mom 25 years ago. I truly saw this movie with the intended audience. Some of the humor in this movie really got me chuckling. Only thing was I was the only one chuckling at it. The whole subplot with Jennifer Coolidge and the villager, I've seen some people saying like, just padded the runtime. It did. Man, was that my favorite part of the movie. It was like a moment of levity. You know what I mean? Whenever we cut back to that, I'm like, oh, thank God. It was getting a little too intense with the overworld. I'm glad we're back here, and I'm glad I'm glad they're eye fucking across the table. I really wanted to see that. Another positive of the movie is they could have easily cashed it in and made it feel as soulless as the Mario Brothers movie. I could at least say for the Minecraft movie, they tried enough to make a plot. Was it the most enthralling plot? No. Hey man, the kids loved it. They were eating that shit up. They were eating it off the floor of the theater. I think they handled all the monsters very nicely. I think they handled all the items nicely. Jason Momoa, he really grew on me. At first, I found him kind of annoying, but I think his character was pretty good. He's just a loser. He's just a fucking loser, and it's really funny to see him and Jack Black have a dick measuring contest, even though it is one-sided. Jason Momoa does comedy very well. For the most part, it was funny. I just had to think about it, because there were some times where I'm just like, shut the fuck up, Jason Momoa. But other times, he really sold it. I will say he commits. That's something I can say about the whole cast, is they commit to what they are given. Yeah, what else? Positives, come on. General Chungus was cool. And I think that's honestly where it has to end, with the positives. Now let's get into the things I did. Jack Black. I don't even want to say he was phoning it in, because he wasn't. Jack Black He's given it his all in this movie. How can I say this? He is so Jack Black, it's not even Steve. I'm just watching Jack Black. It's Steve. He doesn't do anything. Exactly. So he could have been anything. But instead, you make him just Jack Black. Almost 90% of his dialogue in this movie feels like a tutorial for a game that you just can't skip. It's literally like when you play Minecraft on a console and they just say like, this is how you do this. This is the crafting table. For someone who is going to watch this movie, why spend most of your time explaining shit that they already know about? This is a crafting table. Flint and steel. It just felt like they had moments that they wanted to highlight first and items they wanted to highlight first and then wrote a plot around that. Something I also did not like is the fact that the kid, Henry, was able to bring in extra shit from the real world to craft new items in the game. It would have been cooler to me if he was good at crafting and doing shit in here, like in the Minecraft world. Like him making a goddamn tater tot gun? Fine. If you're gonna do that, then keep doing that. He had a whole satchel on him the whole time. He's an inventor. Why not have him have more shit in there? If you're gonna put a tater tot battery powered gun into Minecraft, why not make him do other shit? You could have literally made him MacGyver and it would have been really cool. I know this movie is fucking for kids. I just wish it wasn't. Like, I really wish this movie was given the Barbie treatment. They decided to make the most boring version of it. That's the thing that really irked me, because at the end, they kind of had a little flash of what could have been the movie. Steve should have been a cautionary tale of what happens when you fall too deep into escapism. I feel like the movie really could have done something here, man. After you beat the Ender Dragon, this is what the game gives you.
Player of games, take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again, under gravity, in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Who are we? Oh, once we were called the Spirit of the Mountain, Father Sun, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, Jinn, ghosts, the Green Man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quarks. The words change. We do not change. We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player. To know you. And to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. The player was you. Sometimes it thought itself human, on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled a ball of blazing gas that was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that light took 8 seconds to cross the gap. The light was information from a star, and it could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of a world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white. The days were short, there was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in the story. Sometimes the player dreamed it was other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing. Sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third. Sometimes the player dreamed it watched words on a screen. Well, let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA. And the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source code 1 billion years old. And the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You were the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game, in the heart of a star. So the player, too, is information from a star. And the player moves through a story, which is a forest of information, on a flat, infinite world that exists inside a small, private world created by the player, who inhabits a universe created by... Shh. Sometimes the player created a small, private world that was soft and warm and simple. Sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head, flecks of energy moving through vast empty spaces. Sometimes it called those flecks electrons and protons. Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was in a universe that was made of energy, that was made of offs and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. You were the player. Reading words. Shh. Sometimes the player read lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded words into meaning, decoded meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those 1,000 deaths had not been real. The player was alive. You were alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of winter, where a fleck of light in the corner of the player's eye might be a star 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player, walking home again at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost at the familiar door, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed that the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream. And the universe said, "I love you." And the universe said, "You have played the game well." And the universe said, "Everything you need is within you." And the universe said, "You are stronger than you know." And the universe said, "You are the daylight." And the universe said, "You are the night." And the universe said, "The darkness you fight is within you." And the universe said, "The light you seek is within you." And the universe said, "You are not alone." And the universe said, "You are not separate from every other thing." And the universe said, "You are the universe tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code." And the universe said, "I love you because you are love." And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream. And the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better. And the player was the universe. And the player was love. You are the player. Wake up.
that poem being at the end of Minecraft is insane. I feel like you could make a thesis about that poem. It is so beautiful. It is poignant as hell, dude. Now imagine if they took that much seriousness into Minecraft, the movie. They tried, what that end speech was at the end of the movie was like a Sparks note of what you get from reading this poem. And I know the suits in the production companies were like, I want to make money, dude. I want to make money. We have the makings for that. Jason Momoa, Jack Black, and Minecraft alone. But you know what? We're not in a generated world that happened to have a Minecraft movie that had depth to it. We're in a world where Minecraft movie is just, it's perfectly fine. It gets the job done for the intended audience. They love it. I think if I watched this with a group of people my age in a theater full of other people my age who saw the true absurdity of this movie and just memed at the shit, I'm sure I would have rated this higher. I'm sure I would have enjoyed it a lot better. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe the Minecraft movie is just a Minecraft movie and I should just accept it as that. Every time I review a movie, I'm going to put it on the shit meter. Being the shit is good. Being shit is bad. Two sides of the same coin. You know what I mean? So is it the shit or is it shit? It's shit. Do I recommend watching this movie? Maybe. It depends on who you see it with. If you're gonna bring it with your boys, crack a few beers, get high a little bit, like, you know, maybe these are the group of guys you played Minecraft with growing up with. Yeah, watch the movie. Have a fun time. Do I recommend this watching it alone when it comes out on streaming? Honestly, I don't. Don't waste your time. Just keep watching the chicken jockey memes and that's all you need. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you watched the movie? What'd you think about it? Am I just being a snob? Am I wrong? Is this movie the greatest thing to come out since fucking Pulp Fiction? Sure. Why not? Rip me apart in the comments. But yeah, I guess until the next one, guys. See ya.